Everywhere you look, people are saying buy to let is dead in 2025. Landlords are selling up, taxes are eating into profits, and new laws and legislations are coming into play that will make it harder for landlords as well. So is it actually the end, or is there still a way to win? In this video, I'm going to break down the facts and the opportunities. So let's first talk about why people think buy to let is dead in 2025. So number one is the tax hits. So you've got Section 24, which means if you have an investment property in your own name, the rent gets taxed as normal income. So if you're a higher rate taxpayer, then the rent you receive is actually taxed at a higher rate. And you also can't offset the mortgage interest as an expense against that rent. So you have to pay tax on the whole rent. In addition to this, stamp duty is also increased as well. So it went from a 3% surcharge on standard stamp duty tax to now a 5% surcharge as well, which will increase the upfront cost. There's new legislations that are going to be coming in potentially in the next few months. So the Renters Reform Bill, which will mean tighter regulations and landlords having to adhere to more scrutiny and rules as well. And also the interest rates are still quite high. Now, granted, they have been coming down slowly over the last year or so. However, when we compare it to a few years ago, interest rates are still quite high, and therefore it's harder to just buy a property and profit from it very well. And also just a mass amount of landlords are either selling or looking to sell is really having people think that buy to let is dead. So what's the actual truth? Is it harder than it's been before? Yes. However, buy to let still can work in some areas in the UK. So areas in the north, in the northeast have higher yielding properties than down here in the south. So if you find the right type of property in the right location, especially up north, buy to let can still work. The demand for rentals is still very high. So there is a shortage of houses in the UK and the demand far exceeds that. So buying a property, generally speaking, as long as it's in a good area with good amenities, will enable you to get a tenant in pretty quickly. And also you have to be quite savvy as well. So it may be that actually instead of just purchasing a property in your own name, use limited company because that's going to be more tax efficient. Also assessing other strategies as well. So maybe in the areas that you're looking at, HMOs work better or short-term lets work better. So it's all about just adapting and understanding what works best. However, it can still work. So if I was starting over in 2025, this is actually how I would make buy to let work for me. So first what I would do is set up an SPV. So an SPV is a special purpose vehicle. It's actually a limited company that is geared towards buying and renting out properties. So I will do that for tax efficiency. So it means I'll be able to offset my mortgage as a cost, but also if I know that I'm looking to buy multiple properties as well, or I'm a higher tax rate payer, I know this is going to be more tax efficient for me. It's easy to do. You can just go on Google, go on Companies House and open up your limited company that way. And you should actually, in most cases, have your company set up within 24 to 48 hours. What I'll then do is then look at high yielding areas. So my focus will not be on capital growth. It will be on where the yields are actually high. And as mentioned, up north, areas like Yorkshire, around Yorkshire, there are very, very good cities and towns where you can find good properties and can actually achieve very good cash flow from them as well. I'd also make sure that I have a very good mortgage broker as well who understands buy to let, who understands lending, so I'm able to get the best lending for my situation and be on the most favorable rates as well. Having the best lending and the best rates will mean I'll have more opportunity to find properties with good cash flow. And then I'll also think about my exit plan as well. So if I'm a long-term holder and I know that I'm going to be just buying and holding, then I know over time that rents are going to increase and the debt essentially over time because of inflation will decrease as well. And this is actually what I'm currently doing at the moment and what I have been doing in the last few years as well. So last year I purchased a block of 4 flats in Halifax, and this is when interest rates were actually higher than what they are now, and they cash flow very well for me. And I'm currently looking at properties up north as well that are good cash flowing properties with high yields, and that's what I'm focusing on for this year as well. So what's my verdict? So buy to let isn't dead, it's just matured. So the days of easy money and just buying a property anywhere and renting it out and making good cash flow from it are over. You just have to be more savvy, more smart, and understand the areas that you're looking to invest in to ensure that they're cash flowing well for you. Now, if you do want a step-by-step framework on how to find profitable buy-to-lets, then feel free to download my How to Buy Your First Investment Property Starter Guide, where it breaks through this step-by-step so you can avoid common mistakes, understand who you need in your team, and all the things you need to buy your first buy-to-let successfully. And also, if you need a tool to actually assess your deals and assess the cash flow and your return on investment as well, then feel free to download my They'll analyze this shit as well. You can plug in your numbers and it'll give you all the metrics that you need. You can find both in my description below. So hopefully this video helped to get a bit more clarification and understanding on buy-to-let and its current state in 2025 and what you can do to make it work for you. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and if you found value from this video or any other video of this channel, then do subscribe as well. And until next time, happy investing.